Now, why did those move around? I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh well. Okay, what do we got here? Icy planet. Fiery planet. High radio source planet. Rotting moon. Life incompatible planet. I want lots of animals and lots of nasty. That, yeah. Let's go there. Sure do think I need some vodka in that orange juice, but I have to work tomorrow, so not advisable. Yeah, let's see if we can find some Monty Python buddies. Come on. There you go. All right. Typical fauna. Well, I want atypical fauna. I want a killer bunny. Sure wish this thing knew, AI knew how to park. Because that's not exactly a good job parking. Okay. No, probably not. But we'll take a look. No. No. 0 damage. That doesn't quite help. Not with my inability to shoot sentinels. I need all the slots and all the benefits. Yes, let's poke the device and make the Viking laugh. Okay. Okay, I guess that's not really any other options there. Suppose we ought to get some nanites while we're here. And that's also just outside. Wish I had the memory to be able to remember the layout of the place. I'm turning into Mr. Eichold, the English teacher that used to pause and leave you hanging and make you wonder what he was going to say next. He's probably rolling over and laughing to himself. Y'all can wait your own turn, you know that, right? Okay. So 7717. Sorry, sold on my daggers. Not that I can't donate one because this is creative mode and I will just be giving him a ghost one. But anyway. Yep, wish I had freighter. 4 tubes right next to the, and one on the ground there. Okay, what all do we have for ships floating around here? Anything good? Nope, not really. Y'all can wait your own turn. Okay, well, this is a sort of boring planet. So I guess we'll take a look and see what the other ones are. See if we can't find something interesting. They need S-class freighters. Exotic freighters. Actually, duh. Icy planet. Well, let's go check the ruin. Not that it really helps us much, but eh. Let's see if we can find some frozen white bunnies. Oi! Where is RT's music when you need it? Wish I could figure out how to do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But then again, be easily done on PS4. Cords everywhere wouldn't help. Here, bunny, 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 bunny. Okay. Average fauna again. But, eh. Alright, where's our... That's not average. Ashes of the what who? They muttered amongst themselves, and those blessed with tendrils did extend them. Lots of poo and zinc. Evidently it's a bouncing thing world. Okay. And off we go. Into the wild pink yonder. Okay. I suppose I ought to go to the space station because I haven't been to a Viking space station in forever. And hopefully I find some more goodies, because sure could use a few more weapons upgrades. And we'll go to a moon. figure out a good name for that. Nope. Got it all. Yeah. I think that'll work. Actually, we were just there. We wanted to go to that moon there, didn't we? So we got a high radio source planet. Bleak moon. Bleak moon sounds kind of possibly fun. Rotting. Let's go to the bleak moon. Is it bleak enough to have a Monty Python bunny? A killer rabbit? Oh. Square. How bleak is it? Yep, that's pretty bleak. Watch it have a a full complement of animals. How bleak is it? Fauna. High. That's not exactly bleak. Here, fauna, 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 fauna. Oh. Much for a whole lot of resources. Is that peyote? Yeah, nope. Would be pink, I think, if I remember right. Yes. You're gonna poop right there in front of me, aren't you? What the? Okay. What are you? You're kicking my butt. Carnivore, unpredictable. Really sound constipated there, buddy. Shouldn't eat so much meat. Are you still chasing me? Sorry. I had to try. I was just curious. Yo, dude, you better run. Here, have last meal before they come eat you. Boast to what? A hua rip? Hey now. Play nice. That's not playing nice. I can play too. Hey, buddy. Fetch. Yep. How did that not kill him? Because I probably don't have grenades, do I? That was just a artifact. And I hate when I do that. Okay, let's try that. Nope, I don't have artifact or grenades active. Tickle, tickle. What the heck are you? A warthog chihuahua? Another one of those rip thingies. Not a bunny to be found. Who did this? You're an infant and you did that? Wow. Ma? I'm not your ma. I wish I could befriend the predators. Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of a letdown. Well, it's got shark fins? It's got shark fins. Kind of cute. And he's got shark fins. He needs lasers on his head, though. Okay. Anyway. No bunnies. Yeah, let's see if we can actually do this time. Oh, almost went right off the other side. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's a center. And let's go to a nope. Come on. There we go. I wish it would pick up on the stars with like a cursor instead of just flying around for no reason and picking some random thing that is somewhere that it wants to assume you're actually trying to go for. Okay. Okay, so that is obviously an icy planet of some sort. It's a barren planet. Is that a paradise planet or overgrown planet? Jungle planet? Probably just wooded, not a actual jungle. Parched planet. Paradise planet. Your idea of a paradise planet is not my idea of a paradise planet. Scalding planet. So it's basically either super hot or super cold. Okay, well, now let me check the. Might as well go there and see if we got any upgrades to check. See if we can't buy. And we'll check all the dry planets. I think we'll check that scalding planet first. Come on. There you go. That's a design I haven't seen in a while. What was that about rank? Yeah. Five missions completed. Progress 0 of 3 missions. Okay. That I can understand. Okay, 2,147,000,000, 2,188,000,000. Strange how that works. Okay, well, let's go. Let's check the scalding planet. Or should we check the fiery planet? I think we'll check the fiery planet. Barren planet. Jungle planet. Parched planet. Paradise planet. Scalding planet. Bonk. Yeah. Alright. Barren planet it is. It's close enough. Might as well. How barren is it? Yeah, it's pretty barren, I think. Flora, empty. 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 Nope. Boring. Oops. Harry. There's the scalding planet. Boy. Can I roll a cigarette before I hit the planet? Let's find out. Don't try this at home, kids. It causes cancer. Matter of fact, just lost my extra dad Tuesday to cancer from smoking. All right. Let's see what we got here. I suppose I should have probably come down on the sunlight side. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. really don't understand that. If space is a vacuum, sound doesn't travel in a vacuum, why are those ships making any noise whatsoever? Come on. There's got to be somewhere there that you can land. Undetected fauna. It really sucks when planets that are supposed to be extreme don't have some sort of extremophile animal. What is that? Okay, 155, that's not. Nope. Alright, so we got Sub-Zero planet, we got Barren planet, Jungle planet, Parched planet, Paradise planet. Sure. Why do those planets get a shadow when the shadow falls on me? I don't understand. It's not like I have the ability to turn off the sun. Be a neat trick, though. Win a lot of money with that trick. Bet you $1 billion I can turn off the sun. No way, man, no way. Click. Okay. Valleys. Yay! Let's go terrassing around some valleys. Okay, one valley. Alright, we gotta see if there's any animals. That'd be kind of cool. Paradise planet with killer bunnies on it. Aw, cool. Aw, so close. Got fleas too. Oh, damn. Dude, you better get them fleas checked out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! Sweet. Oh. Okay. Anyway, that was pretty good. What the hell is that? It's a hammerhead something or other. How about over there? That looks better. Cool. It's a predator? Really? Volatile carnivore. Wow. I don't know what to think about that. Not really scared. The 2-year-old temper tantrum bear thingies were kind of scary because they were so cute that you laugh yourself to death. But this, meh, I don't know. The little spiky things on the neck are kind of odd, but just odd. Nope. Dude, really? Nah. Nice planet, kinda. Sub-Zero. Was already on that one. Meh. Oops. Sorry. Excuse me. Cool and all, but eh. Yeah. Okay. I guess we don't go to that one. All right. Let's go there. Let's take the other. The other ships this time. Let's see. What kind of planet is it? Noxious planet. And the reason why I parked there was because when you have 6 exotic ships and they're all either 19 or 20 slot or they're a squid ship, nothing good shows up if you park at the pad. So park a little ways away, and but there's still no guarantee. But I'm not going to stick around here too long anyway. Takes too long to wait for them, so probably only going to wait a couple minutes. That's the first one of those I've seen in days anyway. Okay, so yes, rain, intermittent, generous fauna, copious flora. Hey Rashid, how you doing? Yep, not a whole lot of resources other than emerald. Yep, Beridium. Okay. Well, not a whole lot going on here. So yeah, when you have the squid ship, you're smashing your head against the top of the freighter when you enter it. I don't know why they got the scale so huge on these things. You have a regular ship in here and it just seems really out of place. Okay, Rashid, what did you learn? Okay. if you play No Man's Sky and you want to try to get one of the exotic ships, look for high-tech solar systems. Viking might work, but most of the stuff I found on Gek. Gek high-tech, comfortable, or better. And park a little ways away from the land, a little ways away from the trade locations. You don't have to rely on the scanner to find them. Yeah, right there would be a good one to try. High tech, comfortable. Yep. For me, it seems to work when I park a little ways away from them. But like I said, you know, I've got a freighter full of S-class exotics, and you know, there's been times when I've sat at a trade terminal or trade station and didn't see anything for a long time, and then I go to another system, same sort of thing, get high tech, park a little ways off. Sure enough. But one of the things that I do is I try to land on the dark side of the planet because it's a lot easier to see those trade lines. I don't like doing the scanner to find the trade terminals because it doesn't seem to me that you really end up doing very well by using those if you're looking for an exotic. But I really do think this game is different on each system, on each person, for each person that's playing it, you know, depending on the because there's things that I do that other people try that don't seem to work out quite as easily. But I've had 3 or 4 friends that are in this group called Geknip Gang, and they've got a Discord, they've got their YouTube channel. It's a bunch of people actually in about a bunch of different games, not just No Man's Sky. And we kind of get together once in a while and talk about things that we've tried and tried to correlate the patterns in this. And a couple of people have tried doing similar things, you know, looking for the patterns and things, and they aren't coming up with the same results a lot of times. But part of the thing too is you know, I play in creative mode a lot, and you can't just sit at a trade location in normal or survival or, heaven forbid, permadeath. You're not gonna be able to do that for very long. Although the 1.38 update, you're supposed to be able to sit at trade stations, and they're supposed to be able to protect you. So that'll change. That should make it easier for a lot of people to be able to be patient. Because like I say, I'll go to them in creative, and I'll sit there. I'll land at night and sit at that location through the whole next day if need be. And usually I see one, or at least one at in every solar system. But it takes a lot of patience. A lot of people don't like sitting there, and I can totally believe that. It gets kind of boring. The other things I do is I swap out the S classes, and that's why I've got all the 19 and 20 slot ones. The squid ships, I haven't found too many of those. I've grabbed just the squid ships that I've found. I think I've got a 15, a 16, and an 18, I think. That's what we want. And this is how I really got my start in learning about No Man's Sky and getting a bit of money. I found one of these travelers that was giving out 70,000 units at a time, and so I did that a bit, and then was given the recipe for the circuit board, and so I did that a few times and bought a bunch, stopped at all the drop pods and bought a bunch of spaces in my backpack, and ended up when those circuit boards are 1,000,000 units each, turn around and sell them, you can make a good bit of money, or a good bit of currency. Now what I really wish they would do in 1.38 is to allow you, for like the creative mode, to allow you to buy extra slots for your ship, extra slots for your freighter, do performance upgrades, a certain percentage per certain unit value, be able to have better defense and better weapons and better hyperdrive. I think that would be pretty awesome. What is it? That's the other nice thing in C-Class. That's the other nice thing about 1.38 when it comes out. It's supposed to be able to allow you to scan the ships from a distance to find out what class they are, what their value is. So you don't so you don't have to run over to it in a panic, because a lot of times there's like when you're looking for these S classes, you'll have some that really look cool, but when you go up to them, they're like C class or B class, and even though they look pretty awesome, they don't have anywhere near the performance that you want. Well, I don't want to stick around here too long. It's like I say, sometimes if you got some spare time and you can actually sit at one of these, you can do pretty well, and you can run into S-Class exotic. But look for GEC, high-tech, comfortable, or prosperous, or wealthy. You can park if you are trading a regular ship or looking to swap a regular ship. You shouldn't have problems actually parking at the trade post. But personally, I find it more chances of seeing one if I park a little ways off and then walk up to it. I don't, the circle pad that it's on, I park outside of that perimeter and walk up. Yeah, let's see, did I already go past it? Yeah, pretty close. Because it was only a couple minutes away. Hello. Suppose I should have checked before I went flying off into space. Oy. Kind of a cool planet. On my home world, I've got killer teddy bears, and the ambient temperature is like 300 or something like that, the normal temperature, and then when it gets nasty, storms, it tends to, I think it gets up to like close to 600 degrees, so it's just ridiculous. But those bears are just hilarious. It's like they're like little 2-year-olds in a little bear costume, completely having a tantrum. On my videos page, there's I did a short clip of the bears, and I think that video is called "Mean Old Bears" or something like that. If you want a good laugh, that's hilarious. And then if you want to see what that Geknip gang is all about, one of the coolest things that they've done in the past is they're doing cage matches where they have two people play permadeath side by side. One of the people in the Geknip gang will add them together in the same stream, and there's a point system. You know, you get a certain amount of points for getting to the first ship and doing certain things. You know, taking out pirates and going through that whole process, and it's just neat because it's so much stress for you know, it's a whole different level of stress on top of being permadeath, you know. But watching those guys play that is just amazing. Some of them are just awesome. One guy called King Snake, he basically got twice as many points as anybody else has ever done, like in practices even. And you want to talk about somebody that's just awesome. Just watching that whole thing play out was just amazing. Just, you know, the other guy that was playing against him, unfortunately, he got stuck on a planet that didn't have any plutonium. So he ended up having, you know, he didn't have enough to take off again, so he had to wander around until he could find a landing pad or plutonium, and it was just horrendous. He walked a good percentage around that planet, and it's, you know, these matches are they're 4 hours, but still, Yeah, so one thing that I would like to know is back early on, you could tell what system, what kind of star system it was, and I still haven't figured out how to do that. Let's see, we've got Academy, no filter, kind of yellow, kind of purple. You really can't tell the color of the stars now. I don't know if there's any other way to indicate that, if they have an icon or something that I'm not seeing. High-tech balanced is not worth your time and trouble if you're looking for a S-class exotic. I've spent a lot of time on those systems, but the high-tech comfortable, specifically that type of system for GEC, I found probably, I found let's see, 3 more today, so that would be, and 3 the other day, so that would have been up to 46 of them. I think I've found probably a good 35 of them on GEC high-tech comfortable systems. So you find one of those, and set at a trade station, get there just as it's like on a night side, and sit there through the next day. And you should see one. GEC high-tech wealthy. I would always thought that wealthy, would have been possible, but I think I've only found 1 or 2 at the GEC high-tech wealthy. There's comfortable, wealthy, opulent. I think I've only even found one single GEC high-tech opulent, and that was early on, and I don't think I even knew about waiting there. I didn't even think about it. I didn't have a clue. It was a while after that I was made aware that the high-tech planets were potentially a location to look, because it was mentioned from one of those guys that was in that gang, who had said you might want to look at the high-tech GEC locations, because he had just found one. I asked him where he got it, so I started doing some investigating. I think what I'm going to do is probably take a look at this system and wander around a little bit. And then I was thinking about going back to my home world. I don't know. Not really sure. Just kind of screwing around today. Had kind of a real tough day today, so I figured I would just play around in creative mode a little bit. Lifeless planet. Lush planet. You know, I found that their descriptions are completely, totally inaccurate. And also on their planets, the sun rises from the west. You know, I think we're going to go to this windswept planet right about there. And of course I forget about the space station being right there, and I can't warp or pulse. Yeah, I know. It's only a little ship. I think this is the 15 slot squid ship. But I refuse to give it up. You know, if you have a ship you like and you end up being at one of these trade stations that ends up being a S-class that you want, but you still want your other ship, take the S-class, fly up to your ship, buy another one if you don't already have a third one. If you're in creative mode, and then you take that ship that you don't want back down to the trade terminal or trade location, and your original ship will be sitting right there, and you can grab it back. So, in creative mode. Now, if you're in normal mode and you've got a whole lot of money, you can probably get away with doing that, but you'd have to buy your old ship back. You actually have to buy 3 ships to get 2. You'd get trade-in value for them, but still not necessarily the most financially reasonable way to do things. The other thing that I found is that on some of the higher end, which is why I really don't like going to the GEC high-tech wealthies, is if you look up in the sky here, you'll see the trade lines at the very top of the screen. It seems to me that when you go to the wealthy planets, those are much fainter, and you can't necessarily follow them down, and I just went past it. Of course. Okay. Let's see if we still have them there. There they are. Okay. How much do they curve? See a trade terminal down here. Do we or do we not? Yes, the trade. Well, most of them do. Some of them. Well, this one, I don't think I followed it quite close enough. They'll take you to the landing pad locations. And that could mean the small buildings that have a single landing pad, but most of the time it's for the trade locations. But they can be kind of finicky because they come in at, at multiple angles. The curve is sometimes different. That one's kind of curving a little bit. I think that should be right about there-ish. Maybe. Ah, right there. Okay, come on. And sometimes what I do is I will mark these locations. Granted, I think when you land on them, it becomes something that stays on your planet discoveries. But I tend to put a save point there and scan the building. And what I'll sometimes end up doing is flying around and finding the other, following the other trade lines down, and getting multiple trade terminals or trade stations at on each planet, and then I can just kind of follow them around during the daylight. I've seen S-class exotics at night, but only a couple. I've never seen one during a storm. Okay, is this just glitching out, or what is that doing? But yeah, I sit on top of the building and just kind of keep an eye out and keep looking at stuff. A lot of times these ones with the 7 fins, those can tend to be a fairly high performance. Anytime it seems that the more detail that's on a lot of these, if they're fancy like that, they'll generally be a high performance. Let's find out. A-class. 48 damage. That's pretty darn good. I think that's... Yep. That's more than that, more than my squid ship. But I got way better shields. Way better hyperdrive. But looking at the layout on some of these, I don't really like them. I wish they'd just keep them all bunched up, all the slots, so that you can you know, you can connect what you need to connect. And it's like I say, I really wish you could have the ability to buy more slots for your ship. In creative mode anyway. What kind of resources do we have? Thamium, plutonium, and not a whole lot of it. Cactus flesh. Yep. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I want to go play with the bears a little bit. Let's see something hilarious as these bears on my home planet. Ah, those always throw me off, those ones with the angled engines. Actually, I've got to go to the space station to do this. So there's no point in calling the freighter over. Yeah, sorry. I like to goad the the guys that don't believe how I've been able to get all these ships. I kind of like to tease them a little bit. So we got a PSN group, and always keep throwing them screen captures. I do really like the exploration of this game. Used to really be into shooters. Used to really be into a lot of those, the first-person stuff. But lately, with my work, I just want to come home and veg out, and do cool, relaxing exploration stuff. I've got GTA and all those wonderful things, but yeah. Let's see if this actually works and doesn't glitch out and I lose all my good ships. However, I did a back up a little while ago, so here's hoping for no drama. Okay. I haven't been back to my home world in a long time. Probably 40,000 light years. Okay. I think we've got to do something about that. Yeah. Okay, so we land on the other one. Lovely. Fling! Boy, that's close. Okay. Yep. Normal temperature is 228. Okay, where's the bears? There he is. And he just one-punched that animal. Just wiped it. Yep. Roar! Oh. Oh. Roar! Boy, I am so glad I'm in creative mode right now because I would really be getting killed badly. Oh. Okay, just grabbing a drink while he pushes me off the side of the hill. Yeah, mean little buggers. Okay. There's also one type running around here that just has like a bird beak. God, they're quick. Okay. Hey, how are you getting up here? Okay, 600 degrees. That's a little warm. 30 seconds. I think we need to find him or her a opposite gender bear. Hey now. Really? Suit Lady, I think, is just a little behind in her assessment. All right. Yeah, there's the bird beak one. Just wiped some other critter right out. Predator insect eater that kills animals. Yeah. Yep. God, they're so much like a little 2-year-old just having a complete meltdown tantrum. So you play No Man's Sky, do you, Rashid? Is that my base? I don't remember. I would have thought that I would have had Exocraft. Yeah, there's the base. I think that other one might have been a trade terminal. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people have kind of stepped away from it a little bit. I had the wonderful bug where I ended up getting a lot of units and uh, 2 billion units, and it went negative. The problem is that once it goes negative, you can't, even in creative, you can't buy anything, you can't do anything at all. So I had, at the time, I had just gotten a really cool exotic, and I had to reload an old save and lost that exotic in the process, and I was furious, and I was just not happy. And part of the reason why I'm going through a lot of these investigations of the how to find them and where to find them and what to do to find them has been because I've been looking for that specific, the one specific S-class exotic, and say 50, close to 50 of them later, I still haven't found that same one. And I can understand why people have stepped away from it and gotten a little frustrated by what's happened. But I think there's a lot of politics that were in the original issue. Sony has a deadline that they have to have, and then Hello Games losing their servers in that flood and not really being able to recover that time and having to release the game earlier than they wanted, and basically promising more than they were able to deliver. That's not how you have a successful business, but they've changed a lot of things now, and it's actually quite a neat game, quite a fun way to do it, especially that Geknik gang where they are able to do the dual stream of people playing the permadeath. That really has changed it a lot, because there's so many, there's a bunch of different ways that people have been figuring out how to play, and you can be like a Minecrafter and craft, set up a farm system, and there's a group on that Geknip gang that they do. Everybody has a responsibility of crafting certain things, and it's pretty interesting. But the problem is that to me that's pretty boring, because at this point you can't really swap materials or swap items. It'd be nice to be able to swap or trade or barter or have an economy that way. The other thing that I think is coming to is that I kind of think that they're going to start working on character models, because in the options, the guide, crafted products, I don't know. Nope. You can't switch page to page that way. Looks to me like there is but that could be a Corvax. I don't know what that is, but it makes me think that they're going to come out with character models. So instead of just that little sphere that you see, you'll actually have the ability to make a skin of some sort. I don't know what these are. No clue. They might just be decals. I don't know. Yep, that's the collection. The one that I'm looking for is basically This one with the fold down wings, that tail, and that nose. And the one that I had was ridiculously high performance, or super fast. But yep. The other thing I don't like about these saves is every time I come back in, I put the squid ships over on one side. I've done this a couple times where I put them in a line. Being OCD, No Man's Sky, you get that way. But I put them all, put the basic ones in their row, or I should say the regular exotics in the one row, and squids over there, and I come back in and they're all jumbled up. Well, I don't know what to do now, but because actually I think that location where that one ship would be at my other one of my other my other home worlds. Nope, that's not how you switch items. My short-term memory is pretty much useless. I'm lucky I can even play the game. I've had it for 2 months and I still can't, well, I should say I have had this PS4 for about 2 months and I still can't figure out how to do the right thing. I'm a PC gamer actually, but I sat and did the math. I gotta build a game system, and I figured I would probably have much more fun like that. See, I can't even remember which button to push to hit the throttle. I'd like to be able to remap these buttons completely. Because I would think that the trigger button should be the trigger button for something. But nope. Abandoned planet. Man, what other planets do we have in the whole world? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Boiling planet. No. That's my home planet. Burnt Venuslandia. Okay, now where was I going? See, told you that my short-term memory was just completely useless. Grumpy Walks or Baron. Yep. Alright, have a good one. Yeah, I'm about to probably shut down the stream here. Getting kind of late. Have a good night, though. Yeah, check out the bird planet. Yep, let me see. GAC high tech, comfortable or better. Should be able to find something fun. Say, if you can pick trade station on the dark side, sit there all, relax and chill and be patient. I played normal my first day of normal. I rejected the first ship and wandered around and found a freighter. Then, man, it was absolutely awesome because I went and found a trade terminal on that planet. It was a GAC high tech. On normal, I found a S-class exotic before I even got off the planet. And I'm trying to use the look to steer the ship. Smack. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Frenzied Sentinels. Should be something interesting here. But I think I'm going to call it a night for the stream.